These people try to recruit other people to be against you. When people are envious and jealous of you, when they don't like how you operate as a woman, when they're somehow intimidated by you, they try to get other people to turn against you. They try to start getting other people to gang up on you based on something they do not like about you. See, people who are toxic in general and tend to envy those who do not pay them any attention, those people like to recruit other people to also be against you. But see, what happens is people start to see them for who and what they are. They start to see them for the toxic, miserable individual that they are, and their plan begins to backfire. When people are not successful at getting other people to turn against you, when the very people they try to turn against you actually begin to like you, that's when they hate you even more. And see, people like that, it's actually a ploy for attention. See, people who are envious and jealous of you and you don't want anything to do with them, they try that much more to get your attention. They try to get your attention by any means necessary, even if they have to try to do things negative towards you. See, people who try to get other people to turn against you, it's because their plots, their attempts to distract you from being and doing whatever you're doing is not working. Now, sometimes they will be successful at getting other people who have no brain, no mind, no opinion of their own to think the worst of you, even if they don't know you. See, people who are shining and actually doing things with their lives, you have to get used to other people trying to so-called gang up on you and come against you as if you've done something wrong to them, even though you're not paying them any mind. See, women who are actually leveling up, focusing on their life, mentally, spiritually, what have you, you don't have time to focus on other people and their negativity. And people who are haters, who are jealous, who are envious, people who get threatened by your success or the things that you're doing, they try to recruit other people to also be against you. You might see this in your workplace. You might see this in your school. You know, you might be a college student or you are pursuing some kind of education and you're getting a lot of accolades. You're getting a lot of recognition. People are recognizing you in different places. And that happens when you're a woman who's positive and focuses on herself. And there will be some people who don't like that. There will be some people that will hate the fact that you're getting positive recognition from other people. If you plan to do anything positive in your life, you have to anticipate there are going to be some people who are going to be staring you down and trying to create negativity and tension for you. See, what you don't want to do is allow people in their attempts to gang up on you and come against you to stop you from doing the things that are important to you. There are so many women, because other people have been successful or have tried to turn other people against her, she simply just stopped pursuing her goals, pursuing her money goals, her weight loss goals. You know, you stop pursuing those things that make you feel good about yourself because other people are watching, they're lurking, and they're looking at you like they don't like you. They're giving you envy stares, stares of disgust. They're spreading rumors or lies about you. And if you are not mature enough, if you are not confident enough as a woman, you will allow people and their attempts to turn against you and turn other people against you to stop you in your tracks. I encourage you, instead of looking at it in that way and allowing their misery to weigh on you and their attempt to get other people to turn against you to weigh on you so heavily, look at it as they're admiring you. Because honestly, that's what they do. Haters, envious people, jealous people, people who try to come against you, they're nothing more than confused fans. They're nothing more than confused admirers. Instead of expressing their admiration for you like a normal person, trying to befriend you or trying to at least, pay you your respect, these people want to come against you and turn other people against you. Look at that as a sign that you are actually winning in life and that you are doing something good with your life. And another thing that tries to get other people to turn against you is when you're being successful at something, when you're doing well, when you're feeling confident and good about yourself, but you don't care about being popular. When you don't care about being popular, when you don't care about being validated, you just want the reward that comes with the work you're putting in, and you silently win, you quietly enjoy whatever it is that you're doing, there will be some envious, toxic people who do not understand why it's not important to you to be popular. Many people who tend to be so-called popular, especially women, those women who seem to be, you see their faces splattered all over social media. You see people, men might be gravitating for their attention, for their body, but they're missing the fruit. And that's evident by how mean and miserable they treat other women, other people. But when you're getting recognition, even though you don't want it, that makes them want to turn against you even more. That makes them try to get other people to turn against you even more. Because you're not trying to be popular. You just want to be successful in whatever it is that you're accomplishing. You want to make an impact. You want to be influential. You don't care about being popular. You don't care about everybody clapping for you. You care about helping other people while you're helping yourself. And when you operate that way, expect for other people to try to get other people, especially envious women, they try to get people to turn against you, try to discredit you. When people don't like that you're being successful and that your future, that your present is great, they try to go in and belittle the things that you do and try to get other people to do the same thing. They try to start looking at what you're doing as small. But you know and you understand where it's coming from. And you can tell that other people have been trying to turn others against you by suddenly the shift in the behavior of the person who was once cool with you. Now they've been spending time with so-and-so, and now they don't like you. Now they're distant from you. People like that, you don't need in your circle anyway. You don't need people in your circle who can be easily shifted or easily persuaded to not like you based on somebody else's opinion. And women are good for this. When they feel intimidated or threatened by another woman, they try to get other women to be against her so that they can so-called destroy friendships, destroy opportunities you might have. But see, people like that, what they don't realize is that the more they try to turn people against you, the more they're turning things against themselves, because wicked never wins. Deceit never wins. People who are toxic and envious and refuse to work on themselves and they just strive and try to bring other people down, they never win. And people who try to turn other people against you because they're envious and they hate on where you are in your life, what begins to happen is that people start seeing them for the backstabber and envious, toxic person that they are. And they find themselves being lonely, being alone. People start to drop off from their life, and suddenly your life is full. And see, what they don't realize is that you're a woman, you move alone. You don't need friends. You don't need a lot of people around you. You don't need a lot of attention. But you get it because you're not so desperate for it, and you're not mean and miserable and wicked. You don't spend your time trying to plot on other people like they do. So these people try to get other people to turn against you. They start plotting because they're envious of your life, because they're threatened by your confidence. And people who are threatened and jealous and envious of somebody's confidence, of their blessings, of the rewards they get from the work they put in, they will never succeed, especially when they start plotting against you. To feel envy, to feel jealousy, as I've said before, that is not abnormal. We have all felt that from time to time. It gets dangerous when people start plotting against you, trying to sabotage and get other people start trying to gang up on you in an attempt to stop what you're doing. So you might be asking, how do people try to get others to gang up on you? How do they try to start turning people against you? Let's start with that ganging up on you part. If you've ever been in a workplace or in a college setting, in a high school setting, if you're a high school student, or just somewhere where a group of people have to gravitate, they start trying to get people to gang up on you based on, number one, exclusion. When they start trying to make you feel like you do not belong to the group, that's how they start to gang up on you. because they start gravitating to one another, even though what they're doing is negative. When they deliberately try to exclude you from different things, that's their way of trying to show you that we don't want you here or you don't belong. And what they don't understand is that the more they do that, the more you succeed on your own, the more you show people that you don't need anybody, that you don't need them. It backfires. When they try to get people to turn against you and you are perfectly fine on your own and you are unfazed, but you recognize what they're trying to do, that irritates them even more. Eventually they back off because they realize nothing is working. But the first way they try to so-called gang up on you is by exclusion, by trying to get other people to group up with them and to be against you, to exclude you in some way. See, in my experience doing things like that, normally one person from the group is like trying to make nice with me, trying to talk to me, trying to, get to know me, and they're genuine. And then next thing you know, more people are talking. And now this person is on the outside trying to figure out why are they sabotaging and they're plotting and attempts to get people to turn against you not working. It's because they see the genuine, authentic person you are, and they see how fake the snake or the person who is trying to get others to turn against you actually is. Authenticity and being a genuine, honest person will always win against somebody who's being fake and devious in their ways. So the first way they try to get other people to gang up on you is by exclusion. Number 2 way they try to get other people to gang up on you is by spreading rumors and making you the villain. Ladies, if you plan to level up, to do anything with your personal development, if you plan to do anything that's worthwhile in life, you have to get used to hearing rumors about yourself. You might hear that you burned down your entire town. You might hear that you're a homewrecker. You might hear that you stepped on people to get to where you are. You might hear the most craziest things about yourself. Get used to it. People only attack somebody who's actually competition for them. And I've spoken about competition before, and while you're not in competition with anybody, when people start copying your moves, when people start making rumors about you, when people start secretly competing with you, that is a plus. That is a good sign. That shows that you're a worthy competitor, that other people are looking at you as their standard. Once again, you're not looking for the attention, but these people are going out of their way to make you their competitor. But I digress. But spreading rumors is another way that they try to get people to gang up on you. They start lying. People who are envious and just weird in general and don't like you for some reason, feel threatened or intimidated, they just start saying things that don't even make sense. Things that make other people wonder, that doesn't really seem like her. That's not really her character. That doesn't really seem like something she would say or something she would do. And people who really know you will recognize the people for who they are. They'll recognize that they're being fake and they're just jealous and they just making stuff up. But when they're trying to get people to turn against you, don't be surprised when you start hearing rumors about yourself, things that are obviously not true, but because of their animosity towards you, they got to say something. So the number 2 way they try to get people to turn against you is by spreading rumors and lies, things that just aren't true. And in that case, I know it can be tempting to try to defend yourself. And what I have learned over time is that the more you try to defend yourself, the more it appears that the lies are true. Sometimes the best way you can defend yourself against people who try to turn other people against you is to not give time, thought, or attention to the things that they're saying, to just let them have it, and the truth will normally come out. See, the way I believe, there's a scripture that says the truth always comes to light. What's done in the dark will pretty much come to light. So it'll be found out that the people were lying, that they were trying to spread rumors against you. You don't have to defend yourself. Let them go ahead and find themselves out to be a liar. So when people try to get other people to turn against you, it's normally in the form of spreading rumors and nasty lies as well. They try to ruin your reputation and sour other people's perception of you because they know you're not bothering anybody and that you're doing wonderful in life. And the number three way people try to gang up on you and turn other people against you is by monitoring and stalking. This is the most dangerous way, and thankfully I have never been in this situation all out, but I know people who have. Ladies, you have to be aware of your surroundings and the people you choose to be around and the places you choose to frequent. When people try to get other people to turn against you, when it gets to a dangerous level of envy and jealousy, they will recruit other people to watch your comings and goings. If you're going to the gym, they will make sure they have people who watch you at the gym, make sure that they know when you're going, in an attempt to try to approach you or confront you, try to make some kind of, conflict for you. That's when it gets to a dangerous level. If you're in a job and people are watching your every move, they'll notice how you file your paperwork, how you seen your reports, always bringing things up, and then tell other people about it so that way they can confront you on the same thing. Things like that, not only are they petty and can be dangerous, but it's a complete waste of time on their part. And if you find yourself in those kind of situations where people are actually watching your moves, your comings and goings, you need to change up your routine. And then you also may need to get the authorities involved, whether that be legal authorities, whether that be somebody at your job, HR, or a superior, a manager, a supervisor, or maybe you need to confront that person, whatever the situation may warrant. But when people start trying to gang up on you by getting other people to watch and monitor your moves, that's when it gets very serious. And for me, I am an advocate for women protecting themselves both spiritually and naturally. And that's as far as I'm going to go with that one. But when you know, and this is where self-awareness comes in for women, you have to recognize what season of life you're in and act accordingly. You have to recognize that you're not a basic woman. And people who refuse to realize that you're different than everybody else, you're authentic, you have gifts, skills, and talents that not everybody has, you're doing different things and making different moves that are outside of the box of what average people think are common for a woman or for yourself, you have to recognize that and protect yourself. There have been so many bright lights, so many gifted, talented women who are not here simply because they still try to fit in with the regulars. Yes, I said what I said, and I know it might come off as conceited to some people, arrogant. I don't care. When you realize as a woman that you are different and that you are special and that you are confident, you have to start treating yourself as precious, as sacred, and protect yourself from these vultures. I believe that God is sovereign. He protects you from all things, but you have to actually be a good steward of your life, which means you have to be aware of your surroundings, aware of the people you deal with, and be aware of the spirit and the energy that they're carrying. And if you're not ready to do that, you're not truly ready to level up and to do better in your life. So as a woman, as women, we can't afford to be naive and just be around people for the sake of being around people. What type of people are you surrounding yourself with, and are they trying to get other people to turn against you? Every other day you go to work is somebody dropping off and no longer speaking to you. Something is not clean in the water, as they say. Know the signs of when people are trying to get others to turn against you and stay away from those people. You don't want a bunch of people whose heads are on a swivel where they can just actually, see one thing, then change their mind, hear one thing and sour their entire perception of you. Deal with certain people, now they don't like you. Old folks used to say back in the day, they're being wishy-washy. You don't want to deal with wishy-washy people who like you one day and dislike you tomorrow, who like you today and then all of a sudden they're gossiping and trying to get other people to dislike you tomorrow because now you're doing a little bit too good in life. That's weird. And to my women who have no friends and they're okay with it, I salute you. It takes a very strong, a very resilient woman to feel like she doesn't need friends and can still be confident and thrive in her life. No, I'm not advocating for not having friends. I believe it is healthy to have at least one genuine friend. But the women who are not desperate and hard up to be around other people, A lot of times they don't worry about whether or not somebody's turning against them, nor do they recognize it, because they're not dealing with anybody. They don't have to worry about that threat of somebody just looking over their shoulder and trying to, disappoint them or put them down in some way, because they choose not to deal with them, period. They keep people at arm's length. And sometimes for a season, that is best. But these people try to gang up on you and get other people to turn against you because they're envious of how you move. They don't like that you're confident. They don't like that you don't care about getting attention from them. You're not trying to be popular. You're not trying to be a part of the clique. And then they start going on the warpath to get others to turn against you. Just know that their attempts will fail, and they will be found out to be a fool, and you will continue to thrive as a woman. Like and subscribe to the channel and share this content. Hit the notification bell so that you're aware when I post a brand new video. If you watch this video until the very end, put the high heel emoji in the comment section. I absolutely love to see it. Take care.